2009 is a very special year for Scotland. It's 250 years since the birth of poet Robert "Rabbie" Burns. On January the 25th, Scots people all over the world will celebrate with the traditional Burns supper. We've come to the Famous Grouse experience in Glenturret, Scotland, to find out exactly what goes into one. The Famous Grouse experience is located at Scotland's oldest working distillery in Glenturret. Originally established as a single malt distillery in 1775, today it's the most visited distillery in Scotland.
First of all, we take them through the Glenturret distillery here, show them how we make whisky, right from when the malted barley comes into the distillery, all the way through to actually filling it into cask. And because it's such a small distillery, you do actually see that very close up. We give them a dram of whisky, of course, an absolute must here at any distillery.
And there's also a well-stocked souvenir shop, should you wish to take a bottle home for family or friends. I enrolled in one of the distillery's cookery courses, which aim to show how to cook traditional Scottish dishes and marry them with whisky. Led by executive chef Steve Craik, courses run throughout the year and cost around £100 for a day's tuition.
Whisky?
Yep. Woo!
Flambe, a little bit of...
Wow.
What we're doing is we're just taking the seasoning off the pan.
Ta-da! Who knew that I was capable of such feats? This is the haggis that we're going to eat. It actually is 5 kilograms in weight and would cost about £15 to buy. I'm sure you'll agree it's quite a sight.
This is basically the raw format as you would get in a proper butcher shop, Scottish butcher shop.
There are some nations around the world that think haggis is an animal, isn't that right?
They do. Yep, and we exploit them.
If you're having a Burns supper, tell us a bit about the traditions behind it.
Traditionally, it would open maybe with a Selkirk grace to thank God for having the food. Then the address to the haggis. We would then sit and enjoy the meal, and then the evening would start with maybe some songs, some poetry, and then it's traditional for someone to propose a toast to Robert Burns, which normally goes under the name of the immortal memory, and the toast would end with the person delivering it saying, "Please lift your glasses and drink with me a toast to the immortal memory of Robert Burns."
Putting the haggis in, there's a man's a man for all that, which is a Burns song.
Are they traditional? Is that what's normally
Robert
played
Burns
by
actually composed them. He made the words, and what he used to do was take some old Scottish tunes at the time and put words to them. He did the words for All Lang Syne, but the tune was already there actually.
How old were you when you took to the pipes?
7.
7?
Yeah. More than 20 years ago.
Yeah. A lifetime.
It's a lot more than 20 years. An awful lot more than 20 years. Over 50 years ago now.
Fair for your honest, sonsy face, great chieftain of the pudding race, aboon them all ye tak your place, painch, tripe or there.
The language can be a bit difficult, so I try to express with some of the actions the meaning of the words, like speaking about the groaning trencher, which is the big plate that it's in, so take a hold of the plate at that time.
His knife, see rustic labour dicht, and cut ye up wi' ready slicht, trenching your gushing entrails bricht like ony ditch, and then, oh what a glorious sight, warm, aye reeking and rich. Old Scotland wants nae stinking ware that jops and luggies, but if ye want her grapefruit pear, ye ha a haggis. The haggis. The haggis.
So this is the traditional Burns supper. We've got the neeps, which is turnip or swede on top, the haggis in the middle, and tatties or potatoes on the bottom. So let's give it a whirl. The moment of truth. It's really delicious. Very nice, very rich, but really delicious.
You have to see that because we're all watching.
Got a pressure, didn't it?
So that brings our time to an end at the Famous Grouse experience. We've tried the whisky, we've tasted the haggis, and now I'm going to see if I can catch one.